Okay, good morning. Uh, as I do this recording for you on a Friday morning, this is it. We got one more week to go, and I really enjoyed everything that you all have accomplished over the last few weeks. Week 8 is all about connecting the dots. And really, I think the one thing that I find extremely important, both as a practitioner, being in the world of management and business and finance, but also as a teacher, that if we can, at the end, start to look at the pieces that we have learned and take the time to reflect what we have learned, enhances not only our learning at this moment, but it also enhances in the future how long will we maintain this knowledge. Uh, so, this week's module, again, starting with the Zoom link for this class, um, where I am going to post this recording, learning module. One thing you recall we did in the beginning of the semester, that you did a self-assessment. It was basically saying on a scale of 1 through 5, how comfortable am I for the certain topics? And I would like you to do the same set of questions. You'll do it again. Again, this is your self-assessment, a scale of 1 through 5. How do you feel your knowledge on those topics? So please do that. I think it helps me as I am looking at the class, but also helps, collectively how we are looking at it. And what I will do is, without giving, obviously, the data is going to be composite data that comes to me through the survey. I will post quote unquote overall as I see some progress that the class has made. Now, as I have seen the progress for all of you through the discussion threads, especially through the assignments, individual and team, you've come a long way. So my kudos to all of you. So please do that. It'll take you maybe 5-7 minutes. So please do that. Again, just to I'll throw in extra 10 bonus points for you doing it. There's a reflection paper. I think it's time for us to kind of think about reflecting what we have learned, right? So what is included in there? Here, sit and think about, you have learned a lot. What are the 5 key learnings that you feel that you've learned that you did not know before, and obviously it's a value added for you. So that's question 1. Question 2 is, what is your confidence level? And again, this is your gut feel, just basically you can say, listen, on a scale of 1 through X, I felt I was here, or could be low, medium, and high, just at least for your own reflection, obviously, just to see how you progress. Part C has to do with really the practical application of your learning. I think, as you recall, as we have gone through the class and as some of you attended the Zoom meeting, I've always felt very strongly that finance is not really accounting. It is not just looking at the balance sheet income statement. It is a business analytical acumen, a skill that as we get better at it, we can see the world of management, the world of organization, the world of business, a little bit with a different pair of lens. And so I'm hoping that it's happening. So if you can answer the following 4 questions. 1, lessons learned that you have begun applying and using at work. If you have, what would that be? Or at least you can imagine. It's possible that when you at work right now, you may not have a lot of applications. So if you can kind of imagine, what would that be? What models and frameworks are valuable to your work life, and why? There's some of the stuff that you learn could be applicable to what you do at home. Third one is how you have changed your viewpoints and enhanced your value at work. And finally, how you have enhanced your problem solving skills. So just short sentences would be enough. Obviously, more tangible information would be enough. So I think it helps me both as the chair of the program, but also as a finance teacher, to kind of take this, absorb it, and make sure that I can use it as I'm going forward. And I think you're gonna find, honestly, when you do this stuff, you're gonna find that as we are quote unquote forced into, like I'm making you do as part of the assignment that is graded, that I think as you're going to reflect on it, you'll be pleasantly surprised how much you have learned. And I think sometimes when you start to type things, it's going to come to you and your antennas are going to start to open. And so I hope you, take some time in doing it, and I would very much appreciate it. There is a case study, Harvard Business Zero Solar Cash Flow Valuation. There are 6 questions in there that I've kind of added to it. Obviously you'll have some Excel, please, and just as just a reminder, please also post your Excel spreadsheets. So what are you gonna do in this one? Again, nothing new. In this week, you're not learning anything new. Here, you're starting to connect the dots. Here, this is very similar to what we had done in Gen Inc. In one of the cases, where here, it's Harvard Business case. It's a short case, and there are questions related to valuation, questions related to how much is the value, and so on. And I think so. Again, no new learning. You may have to go back and think about, reflect on what you have learned in the last 2 to 3 weeks, and so that's basically what you're gonna do. The next thing is, obviously I've given you some formulas on economic value formula. That's really more for your material for you. Here I have provided to you just the overall case study again over here. And again, I want you to finally, as you end the semester, summarize what you have learned. I think this case study that I have developed, designed over the many years, it was intended, and as you can see, a progression of learning, all the way from very simple concept of what is an income statement, how does it connect to organization, budgeting, etc., and slowly moving into how do we do pro forma, getting into if I had to make some investments in a labor productivity and so on. We also learned about the hurdle rate, the discount rate, WACC, etc. So this would be your way to kind of look at your journey and kind of sit back and reflect on it and kind of write a paper, because if you can reflect on this thing and be able to kind of write it in your own words, you'll be pleasantly surprised to know how much you have really, really learned in this class. So, again, I can see it in the pieces as we progressed in the class, but I want you to feel that way. And I think as you're going to write this thing and also going to do your reflection paper, you will be pleasantly surprised as how far you have come with your financial acumen. And hopefully that has raised your confidence level to be able to raise your hand in a meeting or ask the right questions. And that's going to help you do that. So I added the PowerPoint in here, for the same that is in there. So that's basically it for this class for right now. We will have a Zoom meeting, Zoom class. Again, I've added the link in there. So with that, I wish you great weekend. Today is Friday. I'm doing it around 11 o'clock in the morning. I wish you a great weekend. Again, assignments, as you may recall, when you look at the dates, are due on a Saturday, and the reason that is because it takes me a long time to grade, as you know, because of all the Excel files. And the grades have to be posted by Friday, so I cannot wait till the following week to grade it. And so please submit it by Saturday, and if you submit it before that, I will want to start to grade it so I can get a head start from it. So again, good luck with everything, and I'm sure we'll connect, as we wrap this thing up. And I will see, hopefully many of you at our Zoom class this week.